welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that is recording this episode from inside a cannon, Robert Lamb.
Hey everyone, really excited to be in here, and can't wait till I get out.
You know what's crazy about this stunt is the cannon's actually not going to shoot you, and they're going to put an alligator in through the hole, and you're just going to be stuck with it.
That's okay, I just got done running away from bulls.
That's how you're in the cannon?
Hold on. All right, I'm climbing out now. Don't fire that thing. Let's wait till after the podcast.
Oh man, the Icarus gag in Jackass Forever is pretty wonderful, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Just knocks it out. And then I love Pontius. I love how he introduces all of the stunts. Like he's just like, he flew too close to the sun. He's the best. I'm nowhere near where he is when introducing things, but my intros I always do like off the cuff, and I feel like he makes his off the cuff as well, and they're always really random, and I love them. So what did you actually, before we get going, I just want to let everyone know that if you're listening to this probably through like April 5th, and you want to like put your name in the hat for a digital copy of Jackass Forever, let me know. And I just got to read this here real quick just to make sure everyone hears this. So bring home Jackass Forever today on digital. Johnny Knoxville and the gang are back with new friends and celebrity guest stars for the most hilarious, outrageous pranks and dangerous stunts ever. Grab your friends and get ready to laugh until it hurts. Don't miss a moment of the action. And keep the good times rolling with the bonus never-before-seen stunts included when you buy on digital. Rated R from Paramount Pictures. Yeah, there's 40 minutes extra of stunts.
Oh, wow.
That comes with Jackass Forever. So if you want to potentially get a digital copy of Jackass Forever, and this is before April 5th, 2022, just shoot me a message on Instagram or Facebook or Twitter and let me know, and I will put your name in the running. I'm going to do a randomized thing from all of those and then give out the 5 copies. But yeah, if you want a digital copy of Jackass Forever, shoot me a message. What did you think of Jackass Forever, Robert?
I liked it. It was nice to come back to these guys. What, 10 years later? Was it 10 years?
Yeah, 12 years later, because Jackass 3D was 2010.
Oh, that's right. 2022. Yeah, so 12 years later. Dang.
Yeah.
That's great. Did you think that they would do another one after Jackass 3D?
I mean, that was a hit, Jackass 3D. And I think it ended on such a high that, and then Ryan Dunn passed away, and then Bam had his issues. And I just kind of thought, yeah, this is too long. Sometimes when you wait 3-4 years and you have all the tragedies, I really didn't think it was coming. And I mean, I love Jackass 3D. I think that one's wonderful. Actually, I have a great memory of watching it. I was in Miami and I worked on this horrible reality show where I was in the Everglades chainsawing and carrying around snakes and dead alligators and all this stuff. And I was just exhausted, and I had a day off to stay down there because my brother lives there and no one was around. I was bored, so I went and saw Jackass 3D. It was just the perfect remedy to a very, very long week that I had. So I hold Jackass 3D in like a great, like I just cherish it. And so when this came out, I mean, but it's right, Robert, because Halloween's back. Like all this nostalgia is
all this
Karate
back,
Kid.
yeah.
But you know what I like about
Texas
Jackass
Chainsaw.
Oh, barf. What do you think about the movie?
I only watched like not even half of it yet. I started it and then I was like, I'll come back to this later.
Yeah,
I was trying to waste time. It's like,
but like Jackass Forever, it doesn't feel like a cash grab to me. It doesn't.
No,
listen, they're capitalizing on nostalgia, but I still think that it's there's enough there, and there's enough like camaraderie, and there's enough. Yeah, it doesn't feel like a shameless. It doesn't feel like a replica of Jackass to me.
What do you feel about like them adding like the new cast and stuff, like having these new players come in and take over some of the stunts or like be part of some of the stunts?
Well, it's kind of tough because, I mean, these dudes are getting older. And so you and I are getting older, Robert, and we don't land the same way that we used to. We don't.
I don't sleep the same way.
we don't sneeze. When I sneeze, my back hurts. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I went to bed the other night. I've had my neck hurting for 3 days. So you have to bring in new blood. And I guess the biggest thing I had to get over in the beginning was there's a certain amount of hero worship going on. And there's a lot of high fives in Jackass Forever. But I think once they settled in, I started to really like the new cast members. I sort of enjoyed them. And I don't know, once they got over, the hero worship, I think they settled into a fun time. But I
Yeah,
mean, it's
it was
grossed $80
interesting.
million worldwide, so people dig it.
Well, and like you said, like sadly Ryan Dunn passed away and Bam Margera wasn't part of it, so they were missing, some core members, and so bringing on some new members kind of made sense. And then also the fact that they are all older and just, they can't do as many stunts or as many dangerous stunts as they once did.
I mean, Preston Lacey pooped himself before a gag even began. So I mean, you can
Right.
tell they're getting older then.
Oh God, yeah, that was gross.
He's like, I pooped like before the stunt even happened. So yeah, you got to
Right.
bring it in. I really liked Rachel Wolfson though. I liked her mime bit where she licked the taser
A
without
chaser, yeah.
making a sound. I like Poopies a lot. I thought he was good. Just Sean, I like that they just call him Poopies. But yeah,
Yeah,
watching
that's
him get bit by a snake and not make a sound like that earned him my eternal respect.
Isn't it crazy that like the one who made the sound was
Yeah.
Steve-O? I
Did he
think
go,
that's funny.
ah? Well, they dropped his skateboard on his shins.
Oh no, I'm making a sound for sure, so I don't blame him for that. But I just think it's funny because I feel like at that point it's just like maybe it's the fact that they're getting older and stuff that like I mean like the younger group can withstand the the taser on the tongue and the snake bite, but Steve-O, I mean I'm sure it hurts.
Oh
That's
gosh.
gotta hurt.
Just I yelled when it happened, and I didn't even get hurt. So you can
Right.
imagine that it's.
Are there
Oh
any
man.
stunts that like make you turn away? Like, I mean, either out of pain or grossness or any of that kind of stuff?
Yeah. So this is interesting. I recently watched Jackass 2, Jackass 2.5, Jackass 3, Jackass 3.5, and Jackass Forever for a fandom interview. So they interviewed Johnny Knoxville, and they gave him a quiz based on the stats that I came up with. And I rewatched every stunt. I logged every yell, every nut shot, every butt shot. Every time a penis was used in an inventive way, I logged all of Chris Pontius's penis time. He has the MVP of the show, the most visible penis. Knoxville had a good laugh at that, and I created a thing called the Jackass 6969 computer to figure out which Jackass star was the biggest jackass, and it was Knoxville. But while watching, I hate the butterbean stunt from Jackass. I think
Hold on. What is that one?
that's one where they go into like a store and Johnny boxes
Oh,
Butterbean,
yeah.
but then
Yeah,
Butterbean
yeah.
makes him get back up, and then he knocks him out, and then Johnny falls and hits his head and gets a
Yeah.
wild concussion. And it's not funny. It's not
Right.
cheeky. It's just a man
Brutal.
getting head trauma. Like that's not funny. That's what's interesting? I think what makes Jackass work the best is the camaraderie. But I also think what makes it work is these guys don't really want to get hurt. And when they get hurt, they don't like it. So
No,
watching
they complain about it.
yeah, exactly. Do we have to do this? I'm done. And then Jeff Tremaine's like, come on, one more. So they're not masochists. But that one felt very masochistic and it felt mean. So yeah,
Yeah.
I did not enjoy that one. That's the one that I did not like. And then also Johnny getting hit by the bull in Jackass Forever, this latest one, where listen, I don't want these guys being sidelined. I'm not saying because they're older they can't be doing these stunts,
Mhm.
but I don't know. I feel like when you've earned your stripes already, you don't have to get back in there and get more head trauma. So
I feel like
watching,
they do old stuff a lot too, and that's brutal, man. You gotta be careful with that shit.
yeah, it's just
Sorry.
no, it's all good. But it's more. No, I mean, yeah, it's just more. We're PG-13. This is good. Um,
All right.
but just watching him get hit by that bull, in the past, when you watch Knoxville get hit by bulls, his feet are moving. He's spry, and he kind of knows how to land. This one was just brutal. This once again, it felt more masochistic than it felt like a fun gag with your friends. So I think when these things lean towards just someone sitting there and getting pulverized, that's going to affect them many years later. I don't like those stunts. If that
And didn't with Knoxville they say that if he took one more hit to the head, like that'd be pretty much it for him.
yeah, and he just did.
After the Well, I thought it was after the bull, like after
Oh.
they said, or maybe it was before the bull. Well, I don't remember, but I remember it was like around when they were filming it, or maybe it was right after he did like an interview and he was like, yeah, I've had so many concussions and all the stuff that they said if I got hit one more time, like a really good blow to the brain, like that could be it for me.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I don't know. I just didn't enjoy it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's
I'm not saying people need to get sidelined, like, oh, put them aside, like, take them out to the pasture with the bulls. I just,
right.
I don't know, hit him in the ball. Have Francis Ngannou hit Knoxville in the balls. Do that. That was crazy, dude. When the hockey bit and then the softball bit.
All of them,
I
all of
think
them.
another favorite part of Jackass Forever was what Aaron McGee, because remember how much he gets pranked? He fakes
Especially
being a terrorist and.
Was that in 2 or was that in 3D? That was 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the one that like I actually genuinely felt bad for one of the characters. Like I felt bad for him just for that whole thing because it wasn't just one thing. It was like a multitude of like we're putting pubic hair on your face. We're going to pretend that you're getting like guys holding you at gunpoint. Like, I mean, it was like a lot of things.
Yeah, he was a nervous wreck when that was done. It's always interesting. Preston Lacey was like that. They did the King Kong on the porta potty with the planes flying at him.
Yeah.
And he just became a shaking, nervous wreck. He just quit and his legs were buckling because he was so nervous. I kind of hate seeing him like that, but it's also kind of funny when Bam starts crying because there's a cobra in there with him. Like, are you crying? And he goes, yeah.
Yeah, he is deathly afraid of snakes.
But that's good though. I don't know if that's good, but it shows them not enjoying what they're doing, and I think that makes us enjoy it because they're not.
Yeah, I mean they're not like purposefully. I mean, obviously some of the things they're trying to like hurt each other and stuff like that, but I don't think it's ever to an extent of where it's super dangerous. Like they're always like I remember. I think it was either Jackass. It's probably Jackass 2 when they're doing the they're sitting on the seesaw in the bull as the bull.
Gosh.
They actually like Chris Pontius gets actually hurt, like he gets jabbed in the leg or something, and then Johnny Knoxville's trying to stay on, but then he starts getting hit by the bull a bunch of times, and you can see Steve-O's like reaction of just like, okay, stop the camera, like that's enough, jeez.
Man,
like he knew.
Oh god! And Knoxville the whole time is screaming, "I didn't let go of this thing," but he's getting Pontius. I've never seen him shook before, and that shook him when he got hit in the leg because he looks at Knoxville and he goes, "Give me a minute," and Knoxville's like, "What? How can I give you a minute?" Knoxville became pretty forceful, but also I've never seen Pontius shook before, and that thing really got him. That was crazy.
Yeah.
But I mean, that was the crew of Pontius, Margera, Dunn, and Knoxville. Like they had such good camaraderie. But man, he never got. I'm just amazed Knoxville never got gored by that bull.
I know. And he's done the bull stuff like a couple times. So like, yeah, that's rough.
You know,
and the bison.
Oh, sorry, go for it.
No, I was gonna say, and didn't he get hit by like some bison too or something?
Yeah,
I don't know. Oh, maybe that's what it was. Okay.
The yak obliterated him. But the one I do like is when he's painted to look like the background of remember they paint him and then he's standing in front of a backdrop in Jackass 2? And so that's a funny gag because he's trying to hide. At least that one works.
Right. Yeah.
But man, and there's something in there blocking him from the bull, but he still does a flip.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's the thing is like I respect Johnny Knoxville because he doesn't make like all the other people who are part of the group, the Jackass group. I feel like he's willing to do everything to the extreme, and he doesn't ask anyone to do anything he wouldn't do. Like even like when they're playing pranks or like, you know, like they dump pig semen on somebody and stuff. Johnny Knoxville, didn't he actually drink semen, like the bull semen or something like that?
Pontius chugged that.